With my wife, Lisa, I had been living soul to soul for over 20 years. To be more precise, we celebrated our 24th anniversary half a year ago. On this occasion, our 21-year-old daughter, who had recently gotten married, gave us a new modern television as a gift, and even our youngest son Mark contributed to it. Mark, at the age of 17, earns money online alongside his school studies. I wouldn't call our family wealthy, but we always had enough money. I earned a decent income, and my wife, a journalist by profession, occasionally went on business trips to other cities, bringing in some extra income for the family. Of course, I wished she didn't have to work at all, but she loved writing articles and meeting new people so much that she didn't want to quit her profession. I was the one who initiated her employment at her last job, since my longtime close friend holds a high position at the magazine where Lisa currently works. In general, I was happy. Until a certain moment. One evening, I can't remember exactly, it was a month or two ago, Lisa told me she was going to a neighboring city to interview some rock star who was coming to perform. I was a bit disappointed because I wanted to spend the next evening with her alone. However, she was so enthusiastic about sharing her plans for the upcoming trip that I just smiled, kissed my dear wife, wished her success and a safe journey. 3 days later, she returned. There was something strange about her behavior. I asked her several times if everything was okay, if she had been able to carry out her plans, and how the interview went. To all my questions, she smiled somewhat nervously and said everything was fine. My questions were exhausted, but something still troubled me. Inside, it felt like crocodiles were scratching at my soul. And, as it turned out, not without reason. Soon, my friend called me, the same friend who had helped my beloved wife get her job. Arnold invited me to a bar, and I willingly agreed. It had been a while since we last had a beer together. At the appointed time and place, we met and started talking about random things. But it got worse from there. After 2 beers, Arnold began a monologue with the words, "My friend, I have something to tell you, but promise me to keep your composure." I became alert but nodded. Arnold told me something that I couldn't even imagine in my worst nightmares. During her last business trip, Lisa cheated on me, getting drunk during an interview with a rock star. Arnold said he learned about it from the group's concert director, who called and rudely asked not to send the journalist ever again. According to him, she almost ruined the concert. Arnold tried to defend her, but the concert director sent him a video from the dressing room. It was this video that Arnold showed me. I wish I had never seen that recording. There was no limit to my anger, hurt, and resentment. My beloved wife, barely able to stand, was engaging in such debauchery with the entire band in the dressing room. She was screaming, demanding more, asking who was next, and saying she needed a real stud. I couldn't believe that my shy wife was capable of such behavior, but the video left no doubt. All the bar patrons started paying attention to us because the loud moans and cries were clearly audible from the phone. One of the patrons even asked to see the recording, but was harshly refused. I couldn't bear to watch the entire video. When I came home, Lisa naturally noticed my state. She understood everything herself and almost begged me on her knees for forgiveness and tried to explain herself. I was in so much pain. How could I forgive something like this? We used to be so happy. I didn't respond to her pleas for forgiveness. I just left the apartment in silence. That night, I went to stay at my daughter's place. They had 2 rooms, so I didn't cause them any inconvenience. I spent the next day in a daze. I don't remember how I filled out reports at work, how I got there, or how I returned home. I arrived home late, and my entire family was waiting for me. My daughter and son expressed their opinions about the sincerity of their mother's remorse. Lisa added that she would quit her job and vowed to prove to me that she deeply regretted her mistake and couldn't forgive herself. She begged me not to divorce her. I silently listened to them, and I was even grateful that my children had the wisdom not to lose their warm feelings towards me as a father and towards Lisa as a mother. But I couldn't forgive my wife. The image from that unfortunate video kept haunting me. I understood that I would never be able to share a bed with her again. I hope the children never see the recording in which their mother appears as a completely different woman.